Sandro Tonali has done an interview with the Italian press, and my God, they've gone hysterical with it. Even some Newcastle United fans sadly have been drawn into this, saying Tonali has hinted at leaving Newcastle United. No, he hasn't. Hi everybody, welcome back to the Toon Review. My name's Paul. This is your latest Newcastle United news. Thank you once again for tuning in. And like I said in the intro there, Tonali's done an interview in Italy and hysteria has broken out, certainly with the Italian press, who we know have hinted that Tonali wants to go back to Italy ever since he signed for Newcastle, basically. Ever since he signed, Tonali is going to play back in Italy. Rubbish. There was even a pathetic report came out last week, if you can remember, that I brought up in the news, that one of the Milan journalists had said that we'd sell Tonali back to Milan for 25 million quid. Yet people still believe this rubbish that comes out from Italy and trying to cause problems yet again. We all know, look at the Sven Botman transfer. The Italian press were saying, no, he's not going to Newcastle. Why would he go there? He's coming to Milan. Look where he signed. Tonali has stated on many, many occasions that he is perfectly happy at Newcastle United and nothing is going to change with that. But he's made these comments in an interview and suddenly everybody thinks he's hinting about moving back. Look, any Newcastle United fan with a brain in their head will probably realise that somewhere down the line, Sandro Tonali will finish his career in Italy in Serie A again. He's Italian. I mean, what is so hard to understand about that? But all of this little comment that Tonali's made, suddenly people think, oh, he's off, he's leaving, he's going, that's it. There's no chance. I mean, it's absolute crap. And obviously the clickbaiting out there at the minute is phenomenal, which is why I've done this video. Because people just need to calm down, man. It's absolutely pathetic. Some other channels putting these clickbaiting headlines out about him wanting to leave Newcastle United. Hinting at leaving. He hasn't hinted at all. This is what he said, right? And you tell me if this sounds like he's hinting that he's going to leave Newcastle United anytime soon. You can never know what will happen. I tell everyone it's possible. I'm not closing the door on Italy. It's my country. Maybe not now because I found my balance at Newcastle. But the league is getting better and better and the level of the teams is rising. Now, with that paragraph there, does anybody out there think that's hinting that Tonali is going to leave anytime soon? Because I don't. What he's saying is he's very, very settled at Newcastle. He's found his balance. And he's playing some of the best football that he has probably played in his career and some of the best football that we have seen from a Newcastle United midfielder ever. This guy is phenomenal. So, of course, he's going to be wanted by lots of football teams. But Tonali also said, not very long ago, remember, people, that he owes Newcastle big time because they stood by him. They stood by him through the suspension and getting him rehab, everything. Newcastle did everything for him. Milan, I still think, knew what was coming and got him out the club before it fell to them to deal with it. I'm convinced of that. However, that's all water under the bridge for me now. And Sandro Tonali is going absolutely nowhere. He is going to be at Newcastle United for years to come. And it makes me really angry when I see journalists especially starting off this nonsense that he wants to go back to Italy. Of course he'll finish his career there. I've no doubt about that. But his best years are going to be at Newcastle. And Sandro Tonali, one thing you see about Sandro is that he is a very honest man. He's a very honest player. Eddie Howe speaks very highly of him. His personality, his maturity, everything like that is perfect for what Eddie Howe wants. But I'm not sitting here saying that he won't finish his career in Italy because I've said it. He will. However, we've got years yet to come with Tonali. But one thing we do have to do, and Newcastle United will have hopefully learnt the lesson in all of this, is make sure that a new contract is sorted for Sandro and sorted out very quickly. I personally, right now, think like Sven Botman, if Newcastle were to approach Tonali now to sort out a new contract, a bigger and better deal, he wouldn't have a problem signing it. Because he knows how much he's loved at this football club. This football club is going places. And to tell you the truth, I think the football club have learnt a lot of big lessons from the whole Isak saga. And I'm quite positive that they wouldn't let Tonali go anywhere anytime soon, even if he did want to go. But he doesn't. He said there, even my balance is in. I've found my balance in Newcastle, so he's not going anywhere. So stop this nonsense. And please, guys, when you read Italian media, don't believe it. Seriously, they all the time put out garbage. You look back on our shows, especially the transfer shows, when certain players have been linked with going to Italy, they're convinced that they will get the players. But Serie A is not what it was. Yes, as Tonali said, it is getting better and better again, but Serie A has took a massive hit on quality, really, for years now. It was an exceptional league. Back when, Channel 4 used to do that Football Italia show, it was the pinnacle. But now it's nowhere near that. But it is rising again, as Tonali said. And he will go back there to the end of his career, but no time soon. So, guys, let's just enjoy Tonali and forget all this absolute bullshit clickbaiting and reporting that's out there about hinting at leaving Newcastle. Because that is not a hint that he's going to leave Newcastle. Certainly anytime soon. Ridiculous. Anyway, Sven Botman, obviously coming back from injury and performing absolutely brilliantly, hasn't he, since he's come back from the injury. Looks back to his Rolls-Royce self, his very best football that he's playing now, and has formed a fantastic partnership with Malik Chow. And we've seen it now for a few games. They're getting better as a partnership, and I think that partnership will only grow and grow and grow as time goes on. And it's a very exciting thing to look to. But Eddie Howe's been talking about the injury and saying that he was actually very, very down when Sven Botman got the injury, because he was expecting massive things for Sven Botman, of course, getting into the Netherlands side and playing alongside maybe Van Dijk as the two number ones. But obviously the injury has hindered that. But he's back. But this is what Eddie had to say. Asked about Sven Botman being like a new sign. I know that's a cliche, guys, but technically Sven's been out for so long. Coming in with Chow, it's like we've signed two new centre-backs. He says, I think it's a very good question and probably one that isn't highlighted enough, because when we lost him to injury, I was really down about that. And he went on to say, because we'd lost an outstanding player, a character, a person, but a distributor of the ball, short and long range. He brought the other side of the pitch into play a lot when we were under pressure, and we lost that from our game. That was a huge blow. Not only that, he's a man mountain. He's a physical beast, which in this league you need. I thought we coped really well with his absence. I thought Dan Burn in particular was absolutely magnificent, but Sven's got qualities that Dan doesn't have, and vice versa. They're both very different players. It's great to see them now on the same team, still contributing in the way that they are. Sven can hopefully, from this moment, still improve and get back to his very, very highest levels, because there's not many I'd look to swap him with if he's at his best. So that's huge praise from Eddie Howe. If you're Sven Botman reading that, your manager talking about you in that way, that's a hell of a morale boost. But we all see it on the pitch, what kind of Sven Botman, how he plays his game, how he defends, how he's so good on the ball. But the fact Eddie said there that he's not yet at his very, very highest standards, I mean, what the hell is going to be his highest standard? Because, my God, right now what we're seeing from Sven alongside Malik Chow in the centre-back positions is elite, in my opinion. It's absolutely elite. And I can't wait to see what happens in the future with it. But it was very interesting that Eddie Howe said he was very down when Sven got injured. Not many managers would come out and say that they were feeling down because of a player getting injured. But obviously Eddie had a lot of faith in Sven when he first came to the club and thought, we've signed an absolute beast here, which we have, and which he will continue to grow as a player and get even better alongside Malik Chow. We know that those two could be well and truly our centre-backs for years to come. They've got age on the side, but what they do have is elite qualities. And I think going forward, it's very exciting for us as Newcastle United fans. But there you go, guys. Just a little bit of quick news. I just wanted to pour water on the fire, really, when it comes to Tonali, because the hysteria over a paragraph that he said in an interview, he just doesn't hint at all at leaving Newcastle United. It's bollocks, guys. It really is. Absolute bollocks. But let me know what you think in the comments. Are you like me? Are you worried that Tonali's going to jump ship? Or do you think like me, basically, that this is a load of crap? Obviously, with him being Italian, he's going to finish his career in Serie A. There's a massive chance of that happening, but he's still got years at Newcastle United. But we do need to get him down to a new contract. No doubt about that. But thank you for watching, guys. Leave a comment. Give it a like if you've enjoyed the video. And, of course, if you're new around here, please do subscribe. But that is it for now. Keep voting for us in the Football Content Awards, guys. All the info that you need is pinned at the top of the description for the video, along with the link to go and vote. If you've already voted, thank you very much. Keep doing it. Voting is still open, so thank you. And we'll see you very soon, guys. But in the meantime, take care.